It takes big bucks to build a big presidential library, and George W. Bush turned to some of our foreign friends for some of the money for his impressive new facility on the campus of Southern Methodist University in Dallas. The facility has many interesting and striking features, including these statues of the President Bush just outside the main entrance. In Freedom Hall, through which visitors will enter, a video presentation is projected on the walls surrounding the room. It's quite a scene and includes an original score. The entire thing is called We the People, and it presents interesting scenes and faces of America. Inside the museum, there's a moving exhibit about 9/11, including a twisted piece of steel, 17 feet tall and 2 tons, from the World Trade Center. It's surrounded on the walls by names of those who perished that day. In Decision Point's theater, you get to confront some of the decisions that Bush faced.
And I'm Andy Card, and I served President Bush as his chief of staff from 2001 to 2006. George W. Bush made many tough decisions as president. Now you'll get a flavor for what that's like.
One of the most powerful hurricanes in several decades.
We have never seen anything like this in the United States of America.
The Federal Emergency Management Agency is helping state and local response efforts. However, officials in New Orleans are overwhelmed. The president can send in troops, but those troops would serve in a supporting role to state efforts and would not have law enforcement powers unless the president invokes what's called the Insurrection Act. President Bush had to make a choice. 1, rely on the National Guard and local police. 2, send in federal troops in a supporting role with no law enforcement authority. 3, invoke the Insurrection Act and send troops to restore order. You are about to select expert advice from a variety of people. Just as President Bush did, you will have to weigh conflicting points of view.
The crisis doesn't call for sending in armed federal troops. It calls for sending in more supplies and people to distribute food and water so that police officers can concentrate on restoring order.
When Hurricane Katrina flooded New Orleans in 2005, I chose to send in federal troops without law enforcement authority. It became clear during the crisis that local and state officials were overwhelmed, and that the governor of the state was not going to relinquish authority to the federal government. So I sent 7,000 federal troops into New Orleans, but did not give them the ability to act as law enforcement officers. It was what the crisis required, and the troops helped restore order in the city.